Hey, this is Michael with Brainy Face Project, and it's the beginning of the month, which means it's time for another monthly update. I do these videos to hold myself accountable to see what's been performing well on the channel, and then also for aspiring content creators on YouTube. Maybe you're thinking about starting a channel, is just kind of get a feel for what it's like to try to grow a channel. And so this Brainy Face Project channel has been around for 12 years, but it's only been resurrected like 104 days ago. So it's kind of like starting from scratch with a head start, because I've got a lot of pre-existing content and folks out there who have been following the channel for many years. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump into this, talk about some of the things that went well this month and some of the things that I'm focused on as well. So biggest milestone was hitting 6,000 subscribers. That one kind of surprised me. It happened pretty quickly on the channel. I think I was just over 5,000 subscribers when I posted my first video to resurrect the channel about, a little over 3 months ago. So that growth has been really good. And I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed. So there's been about another 200 plus subscribers since the last monthly update. So today I'm at 6156. I'm at 69 videos on the channel. I think it was Mr. Beast that said, don't even talk to me until you get to 100 videos, hoping that you have success on your channel. So I'm still, easily within that lower 100. I haven't even done 100 videos on the channel yet. And I continue to learn a lot. To the YouTube universe is an interesting one. It can be a rewarding one, but it's also got a lot of challenges as well. Overall on the channel, 1.6 million views. So that's pretty cool. It still blows my mind when I think about, people sitting there, like people sat there and watched videos 1.6 million times, just the videos that I've created. And there's only 69 of them. So that's pretty cool. As far as views this month, I had 13,000 views in the month of May. I still do that thing. I look at some of the bigger channels and I see when they post a video, if they have like 150,000 subscribers, like right out of the gate, they'll get like, 10,000, 20,000 views. And I quit comparing myself to them. I feel really good about the fact that I'm getting views on these videos. And the way I'm looking at it now is a lot more like, hey, somebody took the time. And I see that too. So it's cool when I post a video and then a few hours later, if I have 40 or 50 views and I can see the engagement on the videos, and if you watch the video all the way through or even halfway through, then that's really cool. So I'm focusing more on the fact that the videos are connecting with a core group of people in the community, and it's a way different perspective than when I started out, because I was all about like, oh man, I want to get like 10,000 views every time I post a video right out of the gate. And it just doesn't work that way when you have 6,000 subscribers. I think you can get lucky with a video, and we'll take a look at a couple of the videos that have performed well on the channel here in a minute. But I'm happy with the number of views that I'm getting on the channel. The total number of hours for watch time was 633 hours. What was interesting is I had fewer views this month, I believe, but more watch time. So I think some of the videos are a little bit longer and engaging. I did focus a lot on my prompt builder this month. I started writing an application, which was kind of a pet project, and it really kind of got really strong legs. I'm really happy with the way that the application is coming along. And so I've been spending a lot of time on that. And the bulk of my videos this month have actually been update videos. So I did an original video on the prompt builder, and then I did 2 update videos, like weekly videos. And I've been working on that so much, plus other things that I have going on in my life. So, I haven't done as many other videos, but I'm going to really focus in the month of June on some other types of content. So I'll talk about that in a second. The most viewed videos that I had this month were, and this is what I was talking about just a minute ago, the ChatGPT 4.0 Ultimate Consistency, how I automated AI image prompt engineering with Python plus JSON. And I'm realizing, like, as I read that out, that's a pretty good title for a video, because it's extremely descriptive. You know, it's got the search engine optimization of ChatGPT 4.0, ultimate consistency, which is exactly what JSON provides when you're creating images, and then how I automate it. I think that how to do something is a good hook in a title. So that video was the top performer, and that one yielded me an additional 148 subscribers. So I think there are a lot of people interested in prompt engineering and how to take it to the next level. I don't see a lot of people kind of blending the technical perspective of JSON with prompts. It's cool to do regular prompts, regular text-based prompts, but the amount of control that you can get by using JSON is incredible. And I know there are other JSON, you know, applications out there on the web, but I wanted one that does exactly what I want it to do. I'm kind of a control freak with software that I use. I'm always like smacking myself in the forehead thinking, why didn't they do this? Why didn't they do that? To do things a little bit differently. So I'm building it exactly the way I want, with the keyboard shortcuts I want, with the functionality I want. I had good comments from the community here providing some guidance on features that would be useful. So I've been adding those, and I think that just makes for a better application. So thank you if you're one of the people who's been commenting and providing some of that feedback as well. The second video was FramePack. I continue to use FramePack as an offline image generation tool. It's actually not an image generation, but it takes your images and makes video out of it. And while it runs slow on your computer compared to some of the online services, it's pretty cool and it's fun to use. So that FramePack video actually did pretty well when I published it last month, or just a few weeks ago, and that has yielded 3 subscribers. But yeah, I think that video is actually more than a month old now. So yeah, people are still watching it though, and it's still a very useful application. Just as a real quick aside, there's so many applications that are coming out in the AI world, it's nearly impossible to keep up with them. And I've got a mantra in kind of life, and you know, when I was in IT, especially cybersecurity, I had a mantra of be proactive, don't be reactive. And when I was trying to just respond to the latest videos that came out, or the latest technologies, and do a video really quick, it was like not as much fun to do that, because it felt like a race against the really big AI channels to do that. And like Veo 3 just came out, and Veo 3 is a really cool video generator that Google released. I actually did a comparison video of Veo 2 to another video generator, and Veo 3 is pretty amazing, but like I'm not going to spend hundreds of dollars to go out and just try a new tool. It's cool, people watch the demos, but if you're interested in me doing videos like that, I'd appreciate getting the feedback. I just don't know if it's worth chasing that stuff. I think I have to have a unique perspective, and I do on these things, but that definitely is a video that I enjoyed doing, is the FramePack video. So AI video leveled up, that's the FramePack. Oh, actually this was the short. So the orange one, that was the short video, and then the blue one right here, that one, AI video leveled up, FramePack, create AI videos on your PC. That one got me 49 subscribers. So the short got me 3 subscribers. Shorts, actually, I don't know. I didn't work on shorts this month. I was so busy writing the application. I just didn't want to do shorts like, hey, I did an update on the application. I did a full video because, like, you know, having the graphical user interface up on screen takes up a lot of screen real estate, and I didn't want to do it in a little vertical short. Midjourney version 7 just leveled up with omni-reference. So people are still interested in Midjourney. I could focus more on Midjourney as well. I use Midjourney all the time. And I've got a lot of experience generating prompts in Midjourney as well. But yeah, let me know if you want to see more Midjourney stuff. And then the last one was the video I just alluded to there, the Veo 2 versus Sora, and that one was the 5th most popular on the channel. As far as impressions and click-through rate, I'm still in that sweet spot, so that's a good click-through rate. 2.5 or 2 to 5%. So between 2 and 5% is average. So I'm still in that average click-through rate. So when people see a thumbnail or they see something related to one of the videos, they're clicking on it. I'm still thinking, what kind of thumbnails should I do? the cheesy ones. I kind of laid off doing the cheesy thumbnails, just as an experiment this month. And I definitely noticed that the thumbnail for the frame pack video got a lot of views. So I might be doing more of the goofy faces, and it just captures people's attention, I guess. I've been going more towards just a regular layout of images when I'm doing these prompting videos, because I want people to see what they're going to get. But I might experiment in June with more thumbnails of me just being goofy. So look for my face if you want to see me, and I'm just doing the goofy faces because apparently that makes a big difference in terms of clicks. So impressions and click-through rate are both doing well. YouTube is offering my videos out to people, and there's a decent average number of people who are clicking on those. All right, so what did I focus on this month? The JSON prompt builder was a big thing this month. So I spent a lot of time in the application doing really developing the program to get it exactly where I want. So that was a huge focus. The Prompt Lab series, that's a fun, consistent series. I've noticed that a lot of people are interested in good prompts and just certain aesthetics. I myself am really interested in finding good prompts, and I want to add those into the application as JSON files. And it just occurred to me, like, as I'm doing all this work to convert all these images, come up with designs of my own, really cool aesthetics, is that I should take those profiles, put them into the application so they'll be available in the application later. But then on a weekly basis, I can just come up with a genre, whether it be sci-fi, which is one I've already done. I could do illustrated stories, I could do horror, I could do fantasy, I could do logos, I've got so many different ideas and prompts that I'm building. Those are going into the Prompt Lab series, and by design those videos are going to be shorter, but more importantly, I'm sharing the JSON files and the text-based prompts, because I'm taking the JSON files and converting them over to regular text-based prompts as well, and I'm putting them onto brainyface.com. So www.brainyface.com, and people can copy and paste. So I had comments requesting, can I get the JSON files? And so I thought I'd share those out on the website. The Adobe Exit Plan series, I feel a little bit bad that this one hasn't kicked off sooner. I did get sidetracked with the application because I'm having so much fun building it, and there's only 3 of us. I joke about that. Me, myself, and I. It's actually just me on this channel. So there's only one person doing all this stuff, and when I'm writing the application, I don't have time to do all of the videos, but I made a commitment here. Like this week, I'm going to have my first Adobe Exit Plan video that'll go out, and I'm going to focus on Adobe Photoshop to Affinity Photo. So people who want to make the migration and get away from actually having that $60 a month subscription. I myself am trying to get off of Adobe Creative Cloud, the all apps plan, by December of this year. So that gives us a few months to do that, but like I got to be doing the videos. And so I'm going to post the first video this week. I'm not going to let perfect be the enemy of good on these. I've been using these applications like Photoshop. I've been using since 1997. It's hard to go away from Photoshop, and I like Affinity Photo. The icon is right down here, but man, I tend to load Photoshop up just because I'm still so much faster. So, keep on the journey with me here. We'll get to the point where we can actually get away from Photoshop and get into Affinity Photo. It's a very proficient application. There are just some things that it doesn't do as well as Photoshop, and so I'm trying to figure out good workarounds. And so that's going to be the first video this week, and then Premiere Pro to DaVinci Resolve. And that is, I love DaVinci. The switch from my other nonlinear editors for video over to DaVinci was a tough one, and now there's no way I'd ever look back. DaVinci doesn't freaking crash. That's the thing that's most amazing to me. All my other video editors, I would be at this really cool point, I'd be in this state of flow, and then all of a sudden the application would crash. DaVinci doesn't crash. I mean, knock on wood, but it's just rock solid. And DaVinci, Blackmagic, the company who has DaVinci, they just released version 20, and 20 is like immediately impressive. There were things in there, like there's a keyframe editor, which has been lacking for a long time. There's a voiceover mode, so you can easily go in and do a voiceover for a video. There's a bunch of other cool stuff in there. And so now I've kind of got the fever for DaVinci Resolve 20, and I can't wait to get in and start teaching those. So I'm probably going to do staggered video releases between these two, and then also do Adobe Illustrator to Affinity Designer, and then we'll have some other open source stuff along the way over the next few months, but we're definitely going to get rolling on these two categories first. And then I've also been writing applications. Nobody sees that on the back end, but I've been writing programs to help me do things with video editing. If you watch the Prompt Lab series, I actually wrote an application that generates all the video within that Prompt Lab screen, which is really cool. So yeah, it generates an MP4 file. I can change the fonts. I can change the text colors. I really coded that thing out to be pretty powerful. And so I'm loving that. Is writing tools. I also did another application that extracts still frames out of videos, so I can actually just do like an infinite video if I want to. If I generate a video in Midjourney, not in Midjourney, but in Runway, I can extract the last frame in the software, and then I use that as the starting frame for the next one. There are tools online that do this. You can use Photoshop and other programs or Premiere, but I just wanted a quick drag and drop application that generated it, remembered my folders. So I've been busy writing applications to help me get more efficient in making videos, and instead of like using somebody else's software, just write my own software. So for June, as I mentioned, the prompt builder has been a real focus for me. So I'm wrapping up the JSON prompt builder. I've got some additional features that I'm adding. Again, if you're watching this video and you helped contribute to some of the ideas, I absolutely appreciate that. I know some of you are really interested in getting your hands on it. So there's just a release schedule that I need to follow. And first and foremost is to get the application exactly where I'm happy with it, and then kind of get it out there so people can use it, kick the tires, and take it to the next level. As my wife reminded me, no software is ever perfect. If you download apps on your phone or you use any application, you know that they're always coming out with bug fixes and feature updates and stuff like that. So I've got a lot of ideas for future stuff, and we'll see what happens with the software too. It'll just be interesting to release this and to see what kind of feedback it gets. And then the other thing is Adobe Exit Plan series. I will be releasing weekly videos. So it's a commitment for me to do this. And it's really about discipline building in the YouTube space, to kind of take it from I'm just doing a video or two a week to I'm doing 2 videos a week. One is going to be the Prompt Lab series. The other is going to be an Adobe Exit Plan series. So hopefully in my next update, when I'm looking back, in the month of July, when I look back to June and what I did, I'll be able to confidently say, yep, I did it. I actually did 2 videos a week. I released an Adobe Exit Plan series each week, and I did a Prompt Lab series video each week, and that's 2 videos. And then, if there's something else interesting that catches my attention along the way, then maybe I'll try to get one of those in as well. But we're coming up on summer, and weekends get busy, and so I don't have a lot of time on the weekends to do things, and just trying to find time in the day to get these videos out. I'm still absolutely enjoying doing this. This is so much fun, and creating a YouTube channel is absolutely fun, but it is a lot of work. You look at these 5-minute, 10-minute videos, and it's easy. You just, say, oh, cool, 5-minute video, click, watch. And it's kind of like when you cook, if you have a really nice meal that you make, instead of throwing it in the microwave, you could spend an hour or two making the meal, and it only takes you a little bit of time to eat it. It's like that with these videos, where it takes a lot of time to do the video, but then the consumption of the video is usually pretty tight and concise. So on that note, with being tight and concise, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up here. So yeah, thank you for watching the videos, and I'm enjoying building out the channel, and I definitely appreciate the likes and the comments and the feedback as well. So thanks for watching.